you today? Today I'm going to show you how to make these earrings, and these earrings go together with a bracelet that I made, and this bracelet is also good for a necklace. So if you want to make this in a necklace, you totally can, but I thought it was fun to make a pair of earrings with these, and these use just a little bit of a different technique on how you make them compared to these, because these are all made together, and with this one we start like the reversed way. So I thought that it was a good idea to show you how to make this. What I also wanted to show you is that I made a necklace with this. So as you can see, sorry, this is not really finished yet, but I'm going to make the other way also, and then we're going to make a PDF file of this, because these will be video, so the bracelet and the earrings will be video, because those are also like medium beader, beginners beader friendly, but this one is like really hard to make, because this centerpiece takes me about an hour to make, and then you have to make this also, but this is beginner friendly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this into a PDF file with the bracelet and the earrings along, so that will be a together PDF file. But I'm also going to make a cheaper PDF file for the beginners with like the bracelets and the earrings together. What I really like about this project, say you don't want to make a bracelet but you do wear earrings. What I like about this project is that you only need like 10 super duos and just 2 round duos and a few seed beads. So it's really like a leftover material. If you have like 2 of the round duos left from another project, you can just easily and simply and fast make these earrings. I think that you make a pair of earrings of these in like half an hour or so. So I think you can quickly make like a small present for someone, or a present for yourself. Maybe you have like a nice going out something or something like that. You can also make them longer, but if you want to make them longer, I suggest that you follow this tutorial so that you can see how you can make them longer, but I really like them a little bit shorter. So let's start. I hope you like this project. Is that you really don't need a lot of stuff, and you can just do this with like leftover materials. So what you're going to need, you're going to need some 11/0 seed beads, some 15/0 seed beads. You're just going to need 2 of the round duos, so that are the round 5mm beads with 2 holes in them. You will need some super duos. You just will need 10 for a pair of earrings. You will need a pair of ear hooks, and you will need 2 6mm rings. You can also use them smaller if you have them. You will use a needle, and this is a size 10 needle. You will need a cutter, and I'm just using this cutter from Beadsmith. I'm using Fireline, so this is a 0.10mm Fireline, and I think this is a nice thickness of the thread. You can also use 0.12 if you have it, but don't go up, because you will have trouble to go through the seed beads, and these are all Miyuki Seedbeads, by the way. And you will need a pair of pliers, and optional you will need like a bead reamer, because it can be that you need these, as some of the holes of the super duos can be clogged. So let's start. So what we're going to do, we're going to thread our needle with about half an arm span of thread. You can just use a little bit of leftover thread, as long as it is about half an arm span. What we're going to do, we're going to pick up 1 seed bead and 1 super duo. 1 seed bead, 1 super duo, 1 seed bead, 1 super duo, and we're going to do this until we have like 5 super duos on. So as you can see, now I have 5 super duos on, and I'm going to slide these down. Make sure that you have just a little bit of tail left, and we're going to twist them. We're going to take our needle. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you, that you can see a little bit better. And then we're going through all of the super duos until we meet the point where we are now. So we're just going through all the super duos and all the seed beads that we just added, and we're going to end there where our tail is. So hop, pulled it a little too hard. So you need to stay gentle. And I always hold like my end of my thread with my other hand, because I think that's helpful. And still sometimes I still let it go, but it's no big deal. And pull. Now we add the end where our tail is, and we're going to tie a knot 2 times in our thread. That's why you need just a little bit of tail, because you need a little bit of space just to make sure that you have room to tie a knot. Give it a gentle tug. Then we're going to pick up our needle and our thread, and then we're going through the next superduo. So that's the bottom hole of the next superduo, the next 11O, and the next superduo. And pull. And give it a gentle tug. Now we're going to turn our work around, because now in that way we're coming now out of this way, and if we turn it around we can easily work the other way around. And I'm going through the top hole of this next superduo like this. And now I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, so 3 11O seed beads, and I'm going through the next top hole of the next superduo and pull. And I'm going to do this all around. So I'm going to pick up 3 11O seed beads, and I'm going through the next top hole of the next superduo and pull. And I'm going to do that until I have this all the way around. So 3 seed beads, 3 11O's, and then through the next top hole of the next superduo. And when you're at the end and you're ready to add the last one, I'm going through the superduo, and I'm going to step up through the next 11O. So the first 11O that you have there, and pull. Give it a gentle tug, and I'm going to zoom out just a little bit, because I have the feeling it is not very sharp, but I can't really see. Then you're going to pick up 3 seed beads again. We're going to skip this middle seed bead, and we're going through the next seed bead, the next superduo, and the next seed bead. So we're going to skip all the middle seed beads and pull. Now as you can see, that forms like a little point here, and we're going to do it one more time again. So we're going to pick up 3 seed beads. I'm going to skip that middle seed bead, and we're going through the next seed bead, the next superduo, and the next seed bead and pull. And we're going to do this all the way around. So 3 seed beads, going to skip the middle one, and then through the seed bead, the superduo, and the seed bead. Like this. And then when I'm ready to add the last seed bead, I'm going through the superduo here, and then also through the next seed bead and pull. And then I'm going up through the next 2 seed beads that are off the point. So I'm going to reach the middle seed bead there and pull. And now we're going to add our Rounduo. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick up 2 seed beads and pick up a Rounduo, and then 2 seed beads like this. And then we're going through this top seed bead in the opposite direction. So we're coming out of it in this direction, and we're going through it in the opposite direction and pull. Now we're going through the next 2 seed beads, so we're going up through the next 2 seed beads towards the Rounduo and pull. And now we're going through that same hole of the Rounduo that we just went through downwards and pull. Give it a gentle tug. Now we're going to pick up 3 seed beads, so 3 11-0 seed beads. And we're going through that next hole, so that second hole of this round duo. We're going to pick up 3 more seed beads. And I'm going through that next hole, so I'm coming out of this side and I'm going through the other side of the round duo. And pull. And it will look like this. And now I'm going up through that next second hole of the round duo without going through the seed beads. So sometimes you need to push them aside. So I'm coming out of this side and I'm going into the other side of that round duo. And pull. Give it a gentle tug. I'm going to pick up 5 11-0 seed beads. Like this. And I'm going through that same hole that we're coming out of. So I'm going through that same round duo in the opposite direction. Like this. So I'm coming out of this side and I'm going into this side. And pull. And give it a gentle tug. And it will look like this. Now we're going to pick up 5 15-0 seed beads. 5 15-0 seed beads. Like this. Let me recount, yes. And then I'm going through that same hole that we're just coming out of in the opposite direction. So we're coming out of this side and I'm going through that same round duo in the opposite direction. Like this. And pull. And now I'm going through the second hole, so the other hole of the round duo. So I'm coming out of this side and I'm going downwards into the other one. So I'm coming out of this side and I'm going downwards into the other one and pull. Then you're going to pick up 5 more seed beads. Like this. And then I'm going through that same that same round duo and turn around my work because I think that works easier. And I'm going to stick it in that same hole. So I'm coming out of this one and I'm going upwards through that same hole so that you form a loop around it with the seed beads. And it will look like this. I'm going to turn my work around back. And then I'm going through those 5 seed beads that we just added. So those 5 seed beads that we just added, give it a gentle tug and pick up 4 more 11-0s. So, 4 15-0s, sorry, 4 15-0 seed beads because we're working with the 15-0s here. So 4 15-0 seed beads and we're going through all of those 5 seed beads that are on the other side. If you can do this in one time, it's okay. Just do it in 2 times and pull. And again we're going to pick up 4 15-0s like this. And then we're going through the 5 here on the side. So that's 3, 4, 5 and pull. And then we're going through the next 2. So just in line the next 2 of those 15-0s and pull. Give it a gentle tug. Now we're going to hold it to the side and we're going through the 4 11-0s on the side. So we're coming out of here and we're going through the 4 11-0s on the side. And pull. And there we have the part of the earring. Now we're just going to make the loop. So I'm going to pick up 8 seed beads, so that there are 8 11-0 seed beads. Like this. And we're coming out of this spoke here, so this point, and we're going through it in the opposite direction. So we're coming out of this side and we're going in it this side. And pull. Then we're going to go up 2 seed beads. So the first 2 seed beads. Pick up 1 11-0 and go through the next 2 11-0s and pull. Pick up 1 11-0 and go through the next 2 11-0s because we're going to make that square loop there. And again pick up 1 11-0 and then you're going through the next 3 11-ohs and pull, and it will look like this. And now we're going to reinforce this work, so we're going through all the seed beads that we just added, so the loop, to make it extra sturdy, because we're going to hang our earring from this, so our ear hook, and we don't want it to fall apart. And it will look like this. And then we're going up 3 seed beads, so just the next 3, and pull. And now we're going to make a half hitch knot. I still get used to that word, but it seems to be the proper announcement for the loop I always make. I call it a knot loop, but I now know it's a half hitch knot. And we're going underneath the beads, so we have 2 beads here, and I'm coming out of this bead, and underneath those beads, so in those beads is the thread. I'm going underneath that, and I'm going to pull. I'm going to make a loop, and I'm going to stick my needle in that loop, and then gently pull the knot in between those beads. Don't do this too hard, because when you do it gently, you can really guide the knot in between, and if you do it too hard or too fast, you can have that you have it like wrapped around your bead, and you don't want that. And you're going to do that one more time, and then we're going through the next 3 seed beads like this. And now we're going to cut off our thread, so we're just going to get our cutter, and we are going to cut our thread. Now, if I'm correct, you can get like 2 of these earrings out of a half an arm span of thread, so about half an arm span. I'm going to grab our pliers, open a ring. I have like another flat nose, but I have no clue where it is, so I'm just going to use this one for a while, and I either have to buy another one or really need to find the other one where it is. I think hubby stole it. And it will look like this. I hope that you like this tutorial. It's very simple, it's very easy. You can just make it with like leftover materials. That's what I like about them, that you don't have to like throw away or skip those round duos for the next project, because you can just make this easy, quick project. These earrings go with everything, and I really like them because of that. If you want to, you can also make a bracelet with them, and also this is just the same technique, only you start a little bit different here, because we here start with the loop. I will leave a link down below to this tutorial if you also want to make the bracelet, and this also lends itself to make a necklace. So if you want to make a necklace of this, you can also make a necklace in this way. What I wanted to show you, and this is more of a beginner's project together with the that bracelet, but I also made like a necklace of this, and I just made one side because I didn't have enough time to finish it completely. But as you can see, I also made a pendant in the same fashion. So what I'm going to do, because we have like beginners and we have students that are oh hi, oh sorry, that's my cat. I was a little bit scared by him because he made a funny noise, sorry. As you can see, I made this necklace, and this is not a beginner friendly part, but what I'm going to do for those who are not beginners and that are like advanced beaders, I'm going to make like a PDF file how to make the necklace with like how to make the bracelet and how to make the earrings included, and I'm going to do that for the advanced beaders, and for the not so advanced beaders I'm just going to make a PDF file, if you like it, for the earrings and the bracelet together, because in that way the beginners don't have to pay like a full price for a harder project, because for the harder projects my PDF files are just a little bit more expensive, and this can be like a cheaper option if you like to buy that one. So I hope that you liked it. The PDF file is not ready yet. I'm sorry for that, but I'm going to finish that next week, because next week is my PDF file week. We had like a lot of things to do in the house, and I didn't have really have the time to make PDF files, also not of the previous one. So that is coming up next week, and I really hope that you liked it. So please give me a thumbs up if you like this tutorial. I really hope you liked this. Please let me know if you like it. What I really would like is if you made it, please show it to me, because I really like to see pictures of you guys making my stuff. I'm going to leave a link down below for that, so where you can show it. So if you like this project, please give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, have a nice day.